Hello, my name's Glenna, and I just wanted to say that I relate to Lane Kim on a spiritual level. Now I'm going to give you some background information in case you don't know who she is. So basically, Lane Kim is one of the main characters on the TV show Gilmore Girls. In case you don't know what Gilmore Girls, it's about it's mainly about this mother and daughter, and the mother gets pregnant with her when she's 16. But the show starts when the daughter is a sophomore in high school and she's trying to get into Harvard. And yeah, so I'm not gonna spoil anything, but that's basically what the show's about. Lane is the daughter's best friend on the show. So the show starts out with Lane when they're her and Rory, which is the daughter, when they're both sophomores in high school. And she's basically the only teenage girl who's Asian on the show. She's Korean, and she's best friends with one of the main characters named Rory. And they grow up in this small town called Stars Hollow in Connecticut. It's a fictional town, and basically they're best friends. And she's definitely not one of the main characters. Well, she sort of is, but she's not in every episode. She's in, I'd say, maybe half or most of them. When it involves her, it basically follows like her relationships, what she's doing at school, and like when she hangs out with Rory. You can watch it on Netflix, and there's also a revival on there, which is, I don't like the revival, but anyway, we'll get to that later. Also, I wrote an article about this topic if you want to read about it, and I'll link it down below in my description box. So if you want to read it, just, click on it, and yeah. When I first watched the show, I was like, oh my gosh, there's an Asian girl on this show. She kind of looks like me. And I thought that was really cool. And some of you might think, 2018 was a really good year for Asian representation, right, on screen. Why can't you relate to those characters as much as you do this character on a show from the early 2000s? Well, I really love Lane Kim, and she's just such a funny girl, and we just have so many things in common that I just think really bonds us. To get started, I want to talk about our moms. Literally, my mom and Lane Kim's mom, they're not the same, but they're really similar. Lane's mom, she's definitely an Asian tiger mom. She's definitely the matriarch in the family. In fact, we don't even see her dad until the revival. It was just like literally for one scene. Anyway, so yeah, she's definitely an Asian tiger mom, but she's not your stereotypical Asian tiger mom, because she never pushes Lane to like get into Harvard and like become a doctor, lawyer, engineer, and like always get straight A's and stuff. She wanted Lane to be a really good Christian girl and like always follow the rules, never watch TV, don't eat anything that's like even the slightest bit unhealthy. And that's really similar to my mom, because my mom, she doesn't really push me in school like all the other Asian TV moms do that like TV shows and movies always portray. Her mom was a little different. Die-hard Christian, and really pushes Lane to be that type of person too. Even though like her mom is a stereotypical character, not gonna lie, she's really stereotypical. She's not the exact same type of person that other TV shows are always making, which I thought was pretty cool. So one reason why I relate with Lane is because of our moms. Our moms are really similar, and I just think that's really cool. The next thing that me and Lane have in common is that we always have secrets that we're hiding from our moms. I thought it was really cool that the creators of the show decided to have Lane be like this really energetic, high energy girl when she was with her friends, and like she loved rock music, like the devil's music. She's like a normal teenage girl pretty much. But when she was with her mom, she was like this obedient Korean child, did everything her mom told her. And I just thought like, oh my gosh, that's like the same thing with me and my mom. Like, I can't always be myself around my mom because like she's gonna get mad at me, but like when I'm with my friends or like people when my mom's not around, I can just be myself, and like I don't have to hide anything from them. And I just thought that was so cool. And the show really exaggerated this. They had her hide her CDs in the floorboards, and she literally hid every single thing that was part of her life in the closet. And then like on her wall where like her mom could see, they had like a cross, and like they had like a Bible on her desk, which my mom isn't that crazy, but I just thought that was like super similar. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to the end of how the show portrays Lane, and I just want to say I'm disappointed. I'd say by season 5/6, I just like could not relate with her anymore, because Lane Kim, I mean, she turned into this like super energetic girl who like I thought had this cool, amazing future, to a girl who like didn't really have one. This is kind of a spoiler alert, so if you're watching the show, don't listen. Basically, the TV show makes her into this girl who's always worrying about her boyfriend, and like, and you know, she joins a band and she dates the guy in the band, and like his name's Zach, and this is after another relationship she had, but I like that relationship, but it was really short. But when she starts dating Zach, I just feel like it just goes downhill. Like, why Zach? I mean, like, maybe it's because I know her old boyfriend, the actor, left the show, and maybe they could have kept them together if he didn't leave, but I don't know. I feel like they could have found a better solution. I feel like they didn't really try with her character. They didn't really give her the best that she could have had, while like a lot of the main characters got really nice things. Like Rory was graduating Yale, somehow graduating Yale, even though she like dropped out for an entire semester, graduating on time, and Lorelai had her in and it was up and running and stuff like that. She joined a band, which I love her band and all, but I just don't understand why she had to date like this really weird band member that I didn't like. She gets married to her band member. I think she's like 21. She ends up getting pregnant from their wedding night, which I thought was just super unrealistic with twins, which kind of pissed me off because I really expected a future there for I'm not saying like kids aren't a future, I'm just saying I expected a lot more, like, because ever since she was younger, like, she dreamed of becoming a musician and like, you know, like being on the stage and like being able to like play the music that she wants to play. But the show kind of just ended her chances of doing that, and it reflected in the revival, which they made years later. It came out in 2016 and the show ended in 2007. So the revival came out on Netflix in 2016, and basically her husband gets to go on tour while she stays at home taking care of the kids. I was just kind of mad about that. But anyway, I just want to say that Lane Kim, I relate to you on a spiritual level. Thank you for helping me deal with my identity and helping me feel good about myself, even if I didn't. Thank you for relating to me with our moms and the things we have to go through. And thank you for just being a funny character overall and being one of my favorite characters on Gilmore Girls. Thank you for that. It was nice seeing someone similar to me on the show, and I'm happy that in the early 2000s, other Asian girls got to see someone like you on screen, because obviously even 15 years ago, the amount of Asian representation on screen was really low. And I'm really happy that it's getting better now. But thank you, Lane, for being one of my favorite characters on Gilmore Girls and relating with my struggles. Alright, that's all I wanted to say. Bye.